Welcome back. So before we get into workouts specifically, we need to learn a little bit about what we're actually working out. So today we're going to talk a little bit about human anatomy, just basic stuff. Basically, in order to be able to build a physique, you need to be building in all the right spots. You need to be making sure that you're working out everything equally and proportionally. So basically, I'm just going to go over all the muscle groups that we're going to hit primarily, and then in the next video, I'll show you how to actually do workouts for them. So the first muscle group is your chest, which are right in here. You know, you got your pectoralis minor and your pectoralis major. There's basically three parts of the chest that we're going to try to hit every time that we work out, but not in the beginner section. For now, we're just going to try to target the chest, and then later on we'll get into more specific breakups of the chest. Then you got your shoulders. So you got three different muscles on your shoulders. So you got the front delt, the medial delt, and the rear delt. So the anterior deltoid, the medial delt, and the posterior deltoid. So these are all muscles that we're going to train differently, even in the beginning, even in the beginner section, just because when you're doing like one chest workout, you might not be working a different muscle in the, when you're doing one shoulder workout, you might not be working a different muscle in the shoulder. But when you are doing a chest workout, you're pretty much activating all the muscles or all the different like angles. And so we'll get later into breaking it up, but for now, you know, we're just going to try to hit just the chest. Back, so you got multiple different muscles. You got like your traps, your rhomboids, your lats. So your traps are up in here, your rhomboids are a little bit down lower and in the middle, and then your lats is going to be this muscle that runs all the way along the side of your back and down to your lower back area. So I'll show you how to hit these later, like I said, but for now I'm just showing you the muscles that we are going to hit. The next is the biceps. So there's two major muscles in the biceps. You got the biceps brachii and the brachialis. Triceps, you have three different heads. You got the medial head, the lateral head, and the long head. And then your legs, you have multiple muscles. You got your quads, which are on the front of your legs. You got your glutes, which is back where your butt is, and then your hamstrings and your calves. Forearms, you know, we're not really going to hit forearms specifically, but there will be workouts when you feel that your forearms start to burn because of, you know, if you're doing like a lat pull down or something, you'll start to feel it in your forearms. Next is going to be your core. So you have your middle to upper abs, which are in here, and then you have your obliques and your serratuses, which are on your rib cage out in here, and then we have our lower abs, which is going to make that V taper eventually. So our goal is to train everything equally. That way everything is proportionate. We don't have a muscle group that's like super far ahead of other muscle groups, or a muscle part that is lacking. Like, you know, if your shoulders are super small ratio wise compared to like your chest, then our goal is to hit the shoulders more than the chest, to build them up to be the same size as the chest. But for now, just worry about hitting everything the same. If you hit chest one day, before you hit chest again, you need to make sure that you hit everything else.